So we talked about left hand posture, and one of the things that I wanted to show you is what's happening on the other side of the guitar neck. So first of all, we're going to talk about left hand technique and left hand health, basically. You want to avoid really cranking your wrist ever, but you want your wrist to be slightly turned, and you want your fingers to be basically moving towards your thumb like this, like you're grasping. If I go to pick up a book, I'm going to grasp it like this with my hand. And basically, this is how I want to be holding the guitar neck. You can see my fingertips are opposed by the thumb, and just imagine the guitar neck being in there. So grasp a book. You're not going to grab a book like this, right? You're going to knock it off the shelf. So grasp it, opposable thumbs, right? And then you can see that posture right there. That's what we're going to use. So when I grab the guitar neck, it's kind of the same thing here, where I've got the thumb behind and my fingertips are up above. I could even practice just picking up the guitar like this if I wanted to. And you can see that angle there. The thumb is behind. That is going to be the best support I can give my left hand fingers. I'm not going to grab the guitar like that, obviously. So that's going to be the most balanced way to grab the guitar neck. I'll show you over here. Here's my C chord. Here's my G chord. Here's my D chord. Here's my E chord. You can see my thumb is moving a little bit. That's okay because it needs to change its center of support. The other thing that's happening that I really like about this move is that as I change chords, I immediately get that quick little relax. In other words, I'm not gripping the whole time. A quick relax, blood flow gets back in there. I get to the next chord here. So that I don't even have to move at all. If I'm playing a bar chord, you're going to see I've got that slight wrist angle I was talking about. Again, I'm releasing when I do those shifts. Sometimes I'll just let myself contact the neck there. But I've got my fingers on the strings, so I don't really need to be gripping too much. So watch for places in your playing where you can release the grip and reset your hand. It's going to be really healthy. You're going to be able to play longer, get less tired. Sometimes I will do what we call cat's whiskers here, where I'll allow this part of my hand to touch the neck just a little bit. That's fine. What I want to avoid, though, is getting this chunk of my hand on the back of the neck. Once I do this, I really can't move along the neck. I'm really just going to be stuck here and kind of glued there. I need to let this be flexible and fluid. If you remember earlier, in one of the earlier lessons, I talked about this right arm giving us a little bit of force against here. And just as a demonstration, if my right arm is engaged there, I'm actually creating enough force that I don't actually even have to use my thumb. I'm going to, obviously, but consider that too. Like, really, what is the role of the thumb? Don't feel like you're grabbing on for dear life. You want to feel like it's flexible, relaxed. You can move it around, and that's going to allow you to get to chords quicker and more accurate. Cool. All right, so that's the left hand. Remember, it's a grasping motion. You want to just feel like you're picking up a book, flip the book, then put the guitar neck in there. It's really easy to start doing this motion here. Once you get this up over here, and let me show you this here too, now I'm starting to really kind of pinch this carpal tunnel here. If I bring this up here, I'm moving my wrist back. That's stressing this area here. If I do that and I'm tense, because let's say I'm doing a harder piece or I'm learning a new piece, I'm going to really stress that area out, and I could develop some problems, some playing problems. So always keep that wrist down, just like you're holding an apple or an orange. You just want to be relaxed. Let it move around. Okay, sometimes you'll have to remind yourself, maybe shake your hand out lightly, one hand clapping, get it nice and relaxed. Okay, But that's how you manage your left hand health. If you find yourself doing this and this is getting tight on you, take a break. Go and do some stretching. One of the easiest stretches you can do that's relatively healthy is extending your arm and taking your fingers and moving them back nice and easy. You can feel it stretch all the way up through to the shoulder. I do breathing exercises while I do this. Get a breath of air in, let it relax. You're not trying to torque anything. And you just do a couple of those. You can do it this way, but it's better to do it that way there. Anything you can do to get your hands relaxed and warmed up. If you don't stretch before you're playing, it's not a bad idea. It's a good idea actually in the middle of your practice routine to put a little bit of stretching in there, blood flow and everything. So much of what we do is developing muscle memory. And what that requires is for the muscles to be ready to accept the information we're trying to tell them. So the best way to do that is to have them relaxed. So be relaxed.